Are you willing to pay the price for fame?
Am I willing to pay the price for fame?
Because fame is a monster.
It is. It comes with a whole lot of package and, and baggage and
A whole lot of nonsense.
My name is Sarah. I'm a C-suite level executive assistant. My hobbies are watching documentaries, puzzling, doodling, reading books. I was told I'll be riding the Rolls Royce with a celebrity. I'm still looking forward to it.
Hi, how you doing?
Good afternoon, I'm very well, thank you. How you doing?
I'm all right.
My name is Sarah. How you doing?
Nice to meet
It's
you.
a pleasure.
You care for a drink?
I do, please. Thank you. Who is Bam Bam?
She's
Your
good.
kids, your beautiful kids.
You're wonderful.
Till
Managing me.
yesterday,
And I'm managing them.
I'm managing them, please, that should disturb you. Is the right to bug you.
I'm telling you.
Up until yesterday, I was actually still watching your babies.
Oh, yeah?
I'm serious.
Where was
So
this?
cute. On Instagram.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. Thank you so much.
They keep me up all night.
This should be.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a C-suite level executive assistant.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I think we should cheers.
Yes.
So, very important.
Cheers to more money.
It's more money.
Cheers.
Good money, real estate.
Big money real estate. Wonderful 2025.
Directly to health, to wealth.
Yes.
And all of all that. Thank you.
So much. So tell me, how did you find out about GTEX Home?
Okay, basically, I think for me, it was someone that introduced me to GTEX Holding.
Okay.
For a while now, I've been trying to go into real estate,
Okay.
but I've been looking for a particular company that I can trust
Okay.
to be able to go into real estate. So a friend of mine came to me and told me, okay, Sarah, you could be this particular real estate company. I think they have integrity. And I was like, okay, no problem, let me try it. And as well, I'm also with them.
Okay.
I'm invested with them, and I'm trying to bring a lot of people into them, because trust is all that matters. Because when you know the way Nigeria is right now, everybody are being careful of where to invest their money, which is the most important priority. So they're like, okay, Sarah, do you trust this company? Are you sure that, okay, I'm like, trust me. With GTEX Holding, you're good to go. You don't have any problem at all.
Yeah. When I was younger, I didn't really, I didn't really care about investing my money in stuff like real estate. For me, it was to put my money in the bank and just let it grow.
Everything go like that.
But then becoming a married man, having a family, I started learning how to
Responsibilities.
be responsible and put my money where it's supposed to be. I feel like purchasing landed properties is one of the ways to increase wealth and multiply your
Your
wealth.
wealth as well.
So yeah, what do you think about influencers?
For me, I think influencers are very important key. I'm not gonna lie to you, because they push a lot of markets for people, different brands. So for me, I feel influencers are they're really great key.
Okay.
They're really great key in Nigeria. In fact, the world, basically, I think influencers are very, very important.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I would like to ask you a question. How do you feel being an influencer? TDA, obviously. How do you feel being an influencer from Big Brother, watching you on the TV? How is it like for you and being an influencer now?
So influencing for me has always been what I've always done, because coming from my background in music, before Big Brother, I had to influence people to listen to my music. When you promote your business, and of course I am self-employed, so when you have to promote yourself, is another way of you saying you're an influencer.
True.
Right? So you selling your own product, whatever it is, if you're a musician, if you're an actor, if you're a small business owner, you are an influencer.
True.
So I feel like influencing is a part of everyone. It's a part of what we do day to day. So when we have to sell, when you have to call your boyfriend or your girlfriend, hey, I want this, or I want you to, you're selling, you're influencing. Right? So I feel like influencing is a big part of what we do in our day-to-day lives. Have other questions?
Yeah, I do. Do you think being on Big Brother automatically makes you an influencer? Do you think it's just automatically makes you an influencer after being on Big Brother?
Yeah, I mean, when you're on Big Brother, you have to influence a show. because the moment you come out, there are a lot of brands that want to work with you.
Sure, bundle.
And all these brands that want to work with you primarily see you as an influencer.
Immediately.
While you're on the show, when they have you do those tasks, those tasks that help you win your wagers and stuff, you're influencing.
Already.
So while you're doing that, those brands are already having ideas like, okay, if we bring this person on board, this person can also do, something similar to what they are doing on the show. So yeah, being on Big Brother, definitely coming out, you have to be an influencer, right? Now it depends on how well you can influence for that brand, right? So yeah, I'm gonna ask you this question.
Okay.
What do you think about fame?
Fame.
Like, are you willing to pay the price for fame?
Am I willing to pay the price for fame?
Because fame is a monster.
It is. It comes with a whole lot of package and,
Yes.
and baggage and
A whole lot of nonsense.
Too many.
So it's like you having to separate the wheat from the chaff. So are you able to withstand, the price?
The price, the pressure of fame. For me, I'm actually a very, very private person, right? I'm actually a very, very private person.
Okay.
But fame, I think I can be able to handle fame if I can handle my personal life differently. For me, right? Not allowing my personal life come into fame or anything relating to fame. So for me, I think that's how I can handle fame. And also, I don't allow it to get to my head so much. Basically, I think that's where the issue of fame comes in. Once it gets into your head, fame, the money, the popularity, the power, then you begin to it comes to your head, it makes your head big and makes your head sweat. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
But if you're able to calm down, curtail what you can do, handle it a little bit, I think you should be able to, you should be fine.
Yeah, because the main thing about fame, I would say is, like you rightly said, is being able to contain it. Because the moment the fame comes, it's like you're in a godlike status almost. Right? People look up to you. You are a role model to a lot of people. People watch every move you make. People criticize it. They love it. They loathe it. So fame is a curse and a blessing at the same time, right? So it's really about how you are able to handle it. I'll say fame is wonderful, like you rightly said, if you're able to put the privacy,
Exactly.
your private life, but that's hard
It's very hard.
because everything you hide will always come out, right? So your
No matter
family,
how much you hide it.
no matter how much, unless you choose not to be on those social media platforms,
And that's not possible.
right? I only know a few people in the industry who are so big and are not on social media. Someone like Jay-Z.
True.
Jay-Z, for instance, is not on social media. But guess what? His life is everywhere.
Everywhere. It's
We know his kids. We know everything he does.
know him. It's everywhere.
Exactly.
It's
But
everywhere.
he
Somebody is in his phone.
still controls the narrative
Yeah, true.
because we don't know what's happening inside his home.
His home, as well as Beyonce's wife too. So.
Do you understand? Other than what they let us know. So it's really about how you control the narrative, and it's a lot.
Sure, it's true. This is a very important question I want to ask you.
Sure.
How are you able to handle family, personal life, you being a celebrity, being an influencer? How are you able to handle that? Because honestly speaking, I watch your children. I watch Bam Bam. She's very cute. The kid, your babies are so cute. I love it. So I want to know how you're able to handle, being a family man, taking care of the family. Because I see what you do. Like you're literally trying, honestly speaking. So how are you able to handle that? Like how are you able to handle both together and be successful at, not just one, but at both of them?
One thing is, I've failed a lot of times. Yeah, I've failed a lot of times. And in the process of me failing a lot of times, I kind of understood how to juggle things at the same time. I don't know if I've said this story before, but when I was working in America, in the US, I worked over 12 jobs.
Oh, wow.
I have worked over 12 jobs in my life. From banking, I worked at Bank of America, I worked at Capital One. I've done cleaning jobs, I've pushed wheelchairs, I've worked as a CNA, I've worked at the airports.
Wow, this is new. Like I haven't heard this before. It's amazing.
I've worked over 12 jobs. So I've done construction with Mexicans.
Oh, wow.
So that has kind of helped build my resolve. And that has built character. It has built character. So
Over time.
over time. So for me, acting, and running a record label where I have artists now, to going into all the projects that I have at hand for 2025, which I really don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet.
It's very important.
Yeah, so with all the major things I have ongoing right now, it's not easy. I really won't lie to you. Especially it's what we're saying about fame and having a family and having to make sure things go according to plan. It's a lot of weight, but I carry it well, right?
Which is good,
And I do what I do.
Which is good.
I
Which
do
is
what I
good.
do.
That's very important.
Yes.
I want to ask, do you think working a real estate related campaign as an influencer is very important for you? Do you think it's something you enjoy doing?
Yeah. I mean, for a company, a company like G Tex Homes, Mr. Stephen, is a mentor. I've been able to, I've interviewed him before, and it was fun being with him on Instagram Live, and we got into a conversation, and it was really nice hearing what he had to say. Being an influencer, working with a company like this, there are a lot of perks, right? Because apart from maybe getting the property, of course, he's also coming on board as an investor. I can say, hey, how do I go about also going into the business of real estate as an influencer, right? So the monetary side is great in terms of the finances. You're able to make money while you sell properties, but also you learn financial literacy,
Okay. Which he teaches.
which he teaches.
I'm very good at it.
Do you understand? So it's not just, oh yeah, but sell this house and no. A lot of influencers will take the money, whether they sell the property or the properties don't sell, they don't care. But what I care about is the knowledge. I care about the knowledge so much, because I'm going into a space in my life where I'm also going to go into these major projects where I'm into agriculture now. Yes, and I also want to go into real estate. So people like Dr. Akintayo are definitely people that are well renowned in real estate space. They are there to mentor you and hold your hand while you do what you do. So a lot of influencers need to understand that this is the way to go. While you're trying to sell and make your money, build that relationship, right? Learn. It's a huge factor, right? It's a huge factor.
But if you have a very, very good mentor, it's something you can be good at. You can have me something
Of course.
successful at.
Of course,
Which is what-
of course, of course. Because if a certain person has done something before and they show you that this is how I did it, you can't get it wrong. We can't get it wrong. So having a good mentor to show you the ropes and show you how these things work is definitely the way to go. It's definitely the way to go. It was glad talking to you, though. You have any more questions?
Yes, I do.
Sure.
We're coming to the very important question.
Ah,
Very
okay.
important question.
Okay.
How do you handle your female fans? You've been a very, very attractive
Ah.
man. So how do you handle your female fans?
To be honest, that was why I made sure I got married to a beautiful woman.
True, she's beautiful.
So we were young at the time, and I always knew that when we go outside of that place we were, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be war. So I made sure I held on to one, and then build with her. And I'm glad I did, because we're growing, we're building, we're doing what we can. She's beautiful, right? So the female fans, they respect me, even though they might try. They respect me, and I'm glad that so far I've been able to handle them. Not every fan is meant to be touched. Not every food is meant to be ate. So I'm just glad that I have self-restraint. I'm glad that I do have self-restraint, because this our industry is very, very tough.
Either force yourself on you. You don't have to do anything for them to force yourself on you, or look for you anywhere. This is 38. This is this. This is that. So how is it when you're with Bam Bam and the female fan rush up to you like, hey, 38, wants to take a picture?
Yeah, it has happened before, and I think she was just laughing. Yeah, because she went with me to one of my movie premieres to shoot, and I was behind the counter, and I was calling the customers to come, because I was in the movie. The movie did well at the cinemas, by the way. And this lady just came up to me, My wife, she was standing right there. The lady just came. She was like, I need a ticket. I was like, I don't understand. So now you're asking for ticket like this. Why are you? Her boyfriend, I don't know if it was her boyfriend or I don't know, but the guy was at the back and the guy didn't say anything. She came up to me the way she was talking. Come on. My wife was just like, oh boy, you did try.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
She's like, you did try. You know, so I have an understanding woman. I have a woman who, she's a hot girl too. There are guys to whom will probably, you know.
So how do you feel about that when it comes
Hey, at the end of the day,
how do you feel about
at the end of the day, we always just say Alhamdulillah. We say God is the greatest. You know, so there's really no issue to being married. No. No, so far.
there is this thing in the industry now, like I feel like call it stereotypical, whereby they feel that female, because of their looks, you know, their shape, and you know, they feel they can sell more in real estate really more than
Than
guys
men.
will do than men. So how do you feel about that? Do you think it's actually true? How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel like men are very visual anyway. So the men are the people who are usually going to buy those real estate properties and stuff. So, I mean, as long as you're able to sell, go ahead. If they feel like, the women will sell, hey, let them sell. There's no enough, it's not a competition. Sell. As a matter of fact, if I were to have my own real estate company, I will hire more women than men.
Oh wow.
I will hire more women than men. It's not a problem. Sell. Sell. Make money. Make your money. Do it the right way. That's all that matters.
As long as money's coming in.
Make your money. If women will be the ones to sell all the properties and at the end of the year, everybody gets a fat bonus to say, yes, a good job was done, I will only hire women in my firm. There's really no issue.
That's a very, very big
Yeah, there's really no issue. There's really no issue. I'm going to ask you one question before you go because we've had a wonderful time courtesy of GTEX Homes. You know, we're chilling in this beautiful Rolls Royce. I had a,
sipping on champagne.
sipping on champagne. So, I asked you a question. I said, are you willing to pay the price for fame? You didn't answer that question.
To pay the price for free.
Yes. If you watched my show on Big Brother,
I did.
I sang a song. I said, hey, but it comes with a price. It comes with a price. It comes with a price. Are you ready to pay that price?
I think for me, the fee strategic is very important.
Okay.
And if you're the soft, you put your mind to something like, hey, once there's this fame there is this, there is that. We are strategic about it. At the end of the day, we have a lot of celebrities in Nigeria here. A lot of people don't even know who their husband is. Say for example, what's this lady's name again? Ruth Kadiri.
Ruth Kadiri.
Nobody knows my husband is. Yeah. So I feel there's a strategy to which you put it out, right? If you can do that, I think you should. It's not easy, what kind of quote? It's still nice. People say, people are living where you're living. People are living in your estate. People are living in your houses that would see you and all of that. But it's very, very important that you should be able to draw the line and know how to help yourself. I think that's a very, very important thing. And it's not really, really easy because when money comes, it's better said than done. Right? Not until you have the money. It's better said than done until you have the money. So it's just strategy to me, and you put in your mind to it, okay, I would allow fame not to come up on my head and stop me and then over that. Well, paying the price for fame, the fame comes, I think I can handle it.
Okay.
I've been able to handle it just fine. I think it's something I can be able to handle.
Okay.
Something I can be able to handle.
All right. Well, it was awesome speaking with you. Cheers one more time. I hope you have a wonderful 2025. More money, more exposure. I wish fame on you.
Yes, sir. Instagram, Sarah Olasewan.
Hey, you guys have heard her, man. Make sure you follow her, patronize her. I love the way she speaks. So definitely she has a lot to offer. People who are famous need a lot to offer, okay? We need to have a lot up here. It's not just about the looks. All right?
Very important. Cheers.
God bless you.
Thank you very much, GTEX, for this opportunity. Thank you. And to 38, you say well to your wife and your beautiful kids.
I will.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.